Ladies and gentlemen, they got him. Michael Drejka, the man who was responsible of shooting an unarmed black man named Markeis McGlockton, has been found guilty. And it's surprisingly, and I'm glad they made that choice because, remember last year alone, they decided that he was being off because of stand your ground law, but it shows that he murdered this man. So I'm going to go ahead and play this news clip, and then I'm going to continue the rest of my commentary.
The breaking news overnight. A verdict in a stand your ground case in Florida. ABC's Zachary Keese reports on why the jury's decision could be especially significant.
We, the jury, find as follows as to the defendant in this case. The defendant is guilty of manslaughter as charged.
Michael Drejka stood without emotion as a jury convicted him of killing Markeis McGlockton in a dispute over a parking space at a convenience store. The week-long trial in Clearwater, Florida ended Friday night after jurors spent just 6 hours deliberating.
My family can't rest now. Now we can start putting the pieces back together and move on.
Watch as McGlockton, who is black, shoves Drejka, who is white, to the ground. Seconds later, Drejka opens fire as McGlockton backs away. McGlockton then runs inside the store where he collapses and dies in front of his son. Drejka claiming self-defense and citing Florida's controversial stand your ground law. An alternative juror says the surveillance video sealed Drejka's fate.
I think there was a pause between the point where he realized he had hit the ground and pulled his weapon, between that and when he fired, and I think that gave him a chance to not kill him.
In a statement, McGlockton's mother saying, "This conviction doesn't bring our son back, but it does give us some sense of justice because far too often the criminal justice system fails us by allowing people who take the lives of unarmed black people to walk free as though their lives meant nothing." You can see in that video McGlockton moving away when he's shot. Now, after the shooting happened, the local sheriff said it was justified under Florida's stand your ground laws. Later, the state's attorney brought manslaughter charges. Now, Drejka faces up to 30 years in prison.
It was all over a parking spot.
Parking spot.
Zachary Keese, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, justice has been served for the McGlockton family. I think the jurors realize that they don't want to basically repeat what happened with George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case. Remember that George Zimmerman has been found not guilty in the shooting death of Trayvon Martin, thanks to the stand your ground case. Now, realistically, it shows that, overnight the jury felt that no, he wasn't standing his ground. He really murdered Markeis McGlockton and shot him in the chest, all because he's trying to protect his family. Now, the thing is that the McGlockton family has been overjoyed. And you heard what the mother said, that it didn't bring Markeis back, but at least they can finally rest after the jury, reached their verdict. So I think now that they don't want to repeat what happened with Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman case. They do not want to repeat that. And I think the jury knows that because obviously they say, well, and this is, I'm paraphrasing it, of course. They're probably saying, well, I don't want this to be deja vu, history repeating itself. That, if George Zimmerman, we walking free, we don't want Michael Drejka to have the same fate. So I'm glad that the jury overnight decided, he's guilty. He killed this man in cold blood. And we got to seal his fate. And the surveillance video proved the case that this man should not let that man walk. So leave a comment, tell me what you think, like, click, subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.